Hey friends, I wanted to make a little video to introduce you to the very exciting energetic portal that opened up today for us. What? Are you thinking of the eclipse that happened yesterday? I know my head is still buzzing from all of that hubbub, still integrating that one. And it's certainly ushering in a time of transformation, that's for sure. I'm talking about the Basanti Durga Puja, the spring goddess portal. This is the season of love, of compassion, of marriage season in South Asia. I'm talking about from the Shakta and Tantric traditions across Himalayas, from west to east and everything in between. This is the spring 9 nights, 10 days portal. And how I like to practice in this portal is to do devotional practice, mantra practice, prayer practice for the Dasha Mahavidya, the 10 wisdom mothers. This is a nighttime practice. So we've got night 1 that's just begun, and I'm speaking to you after I've completed my practices and wanted to share a little something for you to get to enrich in about this amazing portal. These 10 goddesses are part of a cultural lineage from the northeast Himalayan region, Kamarupa, Kamakya, in Guwahati, Assam. Beautiful, hilly, jungly region of northeast India. This is an area where the Vedic culture didn't have the same impact historically. And so there are so many matrilineal and matriarchal cultures and spiritual traditions still existing today. And this is one of them. Enshrined are these 10 great mothers, along with a host of other fantastical feminine deities, 64 yoginis and 8 matrikas and a few other ones in there as well, 5 taras, and these 10 great mothers. I speak about these 10 mothers a lot, and I have a lot of courses and curriculum that you could explore with me that are already recorded for your pleasure. I like to call it Temple of the Goddess because we're coming into the goddess's realm for her blessings, for her nurturing. And she comes in many forms. There is her, maybe we'll call it humanoid form. I'm sharing with you today from the Temple deck. This is the Yoni Shakti by Uma Dinsmore Thule. This is from the Temple deck card set series. And it's so helpful for moments like this where you want to be with the goddesses, commune. Poof, you got your temple deck. So this is Ma Kali done in the Madhubani folk art style of like Bihar and Jharkhand. And what a beautiful lady. So we see some of her iconography as she has the lolling tongue. She's carrying the sword. She is holding a severed head and is also adorned with a garland of severed heads. All of this iconography has interpretive meaning and is also rooted in text, in stories. So, like I said, we've told these stories in a lot of different ways and rested with the goddess. And over the last few years, putting these courses together. So I wanted to share this little tidbit with you about her yantra. So this is Kali Yantra. This is painted by Nirlipta Thule, as was the image of Ma Kali. And in this iconography, we see some very important shapes. Right? We see also important colors. So just to give you a little insight on Ma Kali, what does she represent? Looking at my notes here, because I don't keep too much in this head, but she is the assimilating energy, representing the art of enjoying suffering through the principle of all acceptance in existence. She is the background consciousness. She's the primordial consciousness herself. And she's where everything goes to end up, including time itself. That's why she's Kali. She's the eater of time. Let that. So if there was anything left over, it's just time. And she's going to gobble that up too. And then in her firmament, in her state of potential, is this opportunity for us to merge with who she is and what she represents and become her. Right? And what might we be ending up? Well, we're going to end up our sufferings. All right. And we're going to end up our karmas, the resulting cumulative actions. All right. And if we can end up our karmas, then we can become her. So that's sort of the name of the game, this involutionary journey. Now, the fun about yantra is this is a language that predates any and all of the spiritual traditions in India. If there was a progenitor Buddha, let's call him Adinath, he himself inherited this knowledge of yantra. It's a language, a mechanism, a tool, or a machine for this body. It's a map of the body, and it's also a map of the cosmos itself. So this is a language, a very ancient language of spiritual practice and insight. So I wanted to read a little bit from Tools for Tantra by Harish Johari. And he's giving some explanation here of the symbols of this yantra. And so I'm going to hold this up so you can see this. And I'm going to read from here. So the outside square, known as Bhupur, the seat of the yantra is the same as for any other yantra, with 4 gates at the east, west, north, and south, corresponding to the 4 cardinal points. The 2 lines around the Bhupur and the gates, colored gold and chrome yellow, form the 2 layers, and the deep blue color of the Bhupur forms the 3rd. These 3 layers are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gaseous. Each layer inside and outside the Bhupur, the seat, is marked by a gold line, which helps to maintain the geometrical structure of the diagram. Inside the Bhupur and outside the circular pattern appears a triangle that is only partially visible at its baseline and 2 corners outside the circular pattern. This triangle represents the cosmic mother, inside of whom is the entire phenomenal world, represented by an 8-petaled lotus. This particularly visible triangle is symbolic of the infinity of the Divine Mother, who is only partially manifested as Kali. The 8-petaled lotus represents the octave of Prakriti, the manifested phenomenon, Akash, meaning space or ether, air, fire, water, earth, mind, intellect, and ego. The 3 gold circles inside the 8-petaled lotus symbolize the 3 aspects of time to which these 8-petaled of the phenomenal existence contribute their karmas. We just said karma means action. These 3 golden rings, get you in the thing. These 3 golden rings of time are past, present, and future, which are connected with the same point, the center being concentric. The 3 triangles overlapping each other represent the 3 gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, which are the 3 qualities or modes of energy, the Shakti. Those 3 modes are a divine, balanced, godly mode, an overactive mode, and an inert, stuck mode, tamas. These 3 triangles are connected with the 3 rings of time. In the center is the Bindu, the central point of meditation, the Divine Mother Kali herself. The color of this yantra is dominated by a dark or deep blue. Meditation on this form, its complementary color orange, which gives inspiration. makes one ready to accept the ideas of others, makes one sociable, and cures depression and pessimism. The crimson with a touch of blue, which is the color of the central triangle, inside of which is the golden bindu, is a color of love. And that color of love also means faith. What a beautiful meaning of a very ancient language, of geometry, of shape and color. This is ancient text. Our human imaginations created imagery a lot later than when we brought this language with us from the stars. I'll be sharing little snippets throughout the next 10 days to entice you to connect with these divine energies, to be in their celebration, and to be a part of this collective healing and transformation that is our birthright. If you want to hear a little bit more, you can follow me on Substack. The link is in the bio here. And I'll be sharing some additional embodied movement practices and meditations throughout this time. It's really my honor to be in her service and to be able to share this time with you all as we make meaning in whatever way is significant for you at this time in this portal. I'll be so excited to share more. Bye for now.